products, what metric would you consider this product to be successful? Is it TVL, integrations, or is it actual XRP?
Here is the breaking news that I want to get into with you. Ripple and Securitize are enabling Ripple's stablecoin RLUSD for smart contract functionality for BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's VBIL.
How much do you think is going to be unlocked just this year, in the last few months of this year?
Well, I'm looking forward to Congress acting on this. I think it's important that we...
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags, and they want all them empty.
What's up, good glitches? Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock news. No breakfast, no coffee. Shout out to the latest sub. We got XRP currently right around $2.85. Ripple, how do you unlock real-time liquidity for institutional assets with RLUSD? Our new partnership with Securitize will allow holders of BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's US VBIL to instantly exchange their shares for RLUSD, thereby preserving exposure to on-chain yield and other DeFi capabilities. Securitize is also integrating with the XRP ledger to expand access and utility to the XRP ecosystem. This is how we're building the infrastructure for a more efficient, compliant, and on-chain future. All roads lead to the bridge. Jack McDonald says, ending Q3 on a high note through Ripple's partnership with Securitize, RLUSD is now a key stablecoin off-ramp for BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's VBIL to tokenize fund holders. This integration is starting with ETH through Securitize, planning to integrate with XRP ledger. Manipulation dump to shake you out before next big pump. Monica Long says, last week we announced DBS and Franklin Templeton using RLUSD as a liquid, stable, and compliant exchange mechanism for tokenized assets in lending and trading use cases. This week, Securitize added RLUSD as a new off-ramp for BlackRock's and VanEck's tokenized fund. Brad Garlandhouse, very excited to share that BlackRock's BUIDL, VanEck's US VBIL tokenized fund holders can now redeem shares of RLUSD/E 24/7 365 through Securitize and soon to come. RLUSD, XRP ledger, enterprise-grade, instant on-chain liquidity at your fingertips. That's real. Utility. Bank XRP, Ripple, and Securitize are partnered to enhance the adoption of RLUSD. Carlos Domingo provides insights into the implications for BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's VBIL funds.
There is the breaking news that I want to get into with you. Ripple and Securitize are enabling Ripple's stablecoin RLUSD for smart contract functionality for BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's VBIL. Let's talk about it. What does this integration allow BUIDL and VBIL holders to do? Why does it matter?
When Ripple invested in our company, they used to tell us, today we focus on cross-border payments, but one day we want to do more things, and tokenization is something one day we want to get into. And that has taken many, many years to happen. But if you look at their progression the last couple of years, they've, bought a custody business, so they do custody now, they have a prime brokerage business, and they just recently launched their own stablecoin. So it's a natural next step for them to get into tokenization, and in this case they're doing it through supporting us as a liquidity provider using the new stablecoin RLUSD. So as soon as this gets announced, we're going to have basically a provision of RLUSD on chain where people will be able to take either BUIDL or VBIL and will be able to basically liquidate it to get liquidity instantly without having to wait for market hours to be able to kind of do the TradFi liquidation of the treasuries.
And was that not possible prior?
It was possible with other stablecoins, but in a less effective way. And then at the end of the day, we need to have as much liquidity as possible, and we need to have as much variety of stablecoins as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Banks, institutions on their way to pump our bags up. Securitize says we're partnering with Ripple to enable RLUSD transfers to BlackRock and VanEck's VBIL, two of the largest tokenized treasury funds, getting 24/7 instant exchange via RLUSD powered by Securitize, running on the XRP ledger. Digital asset investor Axelar's goal is to lock up 5% of the XRP circulating supply, and Flare Network's goal is to lock up 5 billion XRP. That's just two companies. Can you say supply shock? Better hold on to your XRP for dear life.
A year from now that your product has launched, is in the process of launching, I always ask this, for new products, what metric would you consider this product to be successful? Is it TVL, integrations, or is it actual XRP holders participating in this new product?
If we have to choose one metric, it
the
is
biggest one.
assets under management, right? Like goal is $10 billion, 5% of the XRP circulating supply.
Hugo, with the DeFi ecosystem within XRP now starting to expand, How much do you think is going to be unlocked just this year, in the last few months of this year?
I mean, I'd like to see Flare at 5 billion XRP by mid-2026.
Bank XRP SEC Chair Paul Atkins announced efforts to advance the Bitcoin and crypto market structure bill, stating that we want to see this cross the finish line.
Particularly when it comes to the complexity of crypto market structure. And I want to get your take on that, Mr. Chairman, because the Senate Banking Committee has indicated that the committee is going to delay a vote on market structure legislation until the week of October 20th to give Democrats more time to negotiate. Of course, it looks like the Republicans will need the Democrat support to get this over the finish line. What is your expectation for the crypto market structure? What do you want to see play out once that does pass the finish line?
Well, I'm looking forward to Congress acting on this. I think it's important that we have a market structure bill, and we are actually helping. We were helping with the House, and now we're helping with the Senate as far as technical assistance on questions of securities law and that sort of thing, and gaps that we see that need to be filled. So we're going to continue doing that and provide all sorts of assistance. We're also part of the President's Working Group on Financial Markets that came out with a report here about a month or so ago, and so we're really stand behind that report, and so we want to see this get over the finish line, because the Genius Act, which was enacted by Congress and the President back about a month ago or so, I think was a huge step forward that applied to stable coins, and that's the first time that the United States government and the United States in statutory form has recognized a digital asset like stablecoins. So I think that was great. And now we need to focus on the market structure aspect so that there is certainty in the marketplace and direction to the SEC and the CFTC to work together. I anticipate joint rulemaking, and so that way we can try to future-proof this sort of these rules and the relationships from some rogue regulator or something in the future. That's
there was
our goal.
Wide support for that Genius Act.
The best is still yet to come. Crawl walk. Then we rock it. Coin Bureau. BlackRock says that this dip is a buying opportunity. Managing director reveals long-term Bitcoin accumulators have been waiting for this dip.
And I'm talking to some of the most sophisticated long-term Bitcoin accumulators. They're pretty excited about this dip. They see this as a buying opportunity. They certainly don't look at economic headwinds and say that's bad for Bitcoin. They say that's probably a catalyst for Bitcoin.
Well, to be fair, they are always pretty.
That's true. That's true. But some of them, we're taking chips off the table a little bit in the hundreds, and now they see this correction, and a lot of them view it as sort of an irrational sell-off based on short-term factors. I don't know whether that's true or not, but certainly there's a lot yet to be sort of understood and processed about this asset and how people think about it from a risk-return perspective and in a portfolio, and how the correlation should play out over the long run. So we're trying to play a role in that. Lots of other financial institutions that have come into this space are trying to bring some quantitative rigor to that as well.
Buy the dips and load up while you still have some time. Hugo Filion, XRP can be used on Flare in a non-custodial and permissionless DeFi. It can also be put into a vault that grants a risk curator the ability to generate returns on your behalf. Strategies undertaken can be entirely on-chain, off-chain, or a hybrid of both. Flare has some of the biggest risk curators in the space building vault-based strategies. Flare offers all ends of the spectrum in one place. DeFi unlocking on the XRP ledger. Chart Nerd, $5 XRP. Inbound. Cassie trades XRP double bottom, setting up for wave 3 impulsive. XRP experienced high volatility move right at the end of this consolidation, creating a massive wick down to a double bottom near the 270 area. This type of volatility is expected at the end of the consolidation. The market is preparing for a major trend shift. A double bottom like this still fits within the valid wave 2 count as long as the price doesn't break below 270. Any new low beneath that level would reset the trend count. I truly believe that the wick was an exaggerated reaction from over-leveraged traders, not the market's true intent. Price quickly recovered above the macro 0.5 retracement at 279, and candle bodies have respected that level since. It's likely we'll see another minor test of the 279 area support before XRP begins its wave 3 up. During that test, we're looking for a lower low in the candle bodies to 279 paired with a bullish divergence on the 4-hour RSI. This would create a strong buy signal. in the market. Looking above, all extensions remains. The next major resistance targets are $4, $4.40. These are aligned with the 2.618 and the 3.618 Fibonacci extensions for an expected wave 3. The key to watch over the next days is how the 279 behaves. If it holds and builds bullish divergence on the RSI, XRP would be ready for new all-time highs. And Edgar Crypto, BTC September behavior was next. What will this September bring us? Take a guess and check what happened in the previous cycles after September close. Cycle 1, 776 pump with the cycle top occurring after 3 months. Cycle 2, 290% pump in the cycle top after 3 months. Cycle 3, 30% pump with the cycle top after 2 months. Cycle 4, what will this bring us? I believe we could see a 50% pump reaching a cycle top around 175K. Time will tell. The longer they take, the higher we keep climbing on that XRP. Rich list, top 10% holder, 2,370 XRP. I hope you're buying the dips and climbing the ranks. And where will those bags be when that regulation jar molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? We'll catch you up here on the mothership. BYOB, bring your own bags, be your own bank, be your own boss. And don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on the likey button. We'll see you at the tippy top. Later, glitches.
Later, glitches.
I hope you hold it little strong, 'cause we about to boom soon. I hope you hold it little strong, 'cause we about to boom soon. The road in limbo, staring out my window. I got the formula, stack them bags up and simple, and wait until we explode. I'll meet you at the disco. We just getting started like an intro. 589 the numbers, please, please call out bingo.